The Kolkata airport buzzed with restless energy. Hundreds of travelers darted past, their footsteps echoing off the polished floors of the sprawling terminal. Amid the chaos stood Swami Sananda, a frail figure clutching a tattered ticket. His eyes, sharp despite the deep lines etched into his face, scanned the flickering screens overhead. At 123 years old, this renowned spiritual teacher and yogi from Bahala, India, felt the weight of time more keenly here than anywhere else. He'd taken only a handful of flights in his long life, and the sheer volume of the airport overwhelmed him. Swami adjusted the embroidered satchel slung over his shoulder, its vibrant threads a stark contrast to his simple robes. He knew he needed to check in to board his flight to London, but the correct counter eluded him. Airlines offered special services for unaccompanied children, he mused, but surely no such kindness extended to an elderly man like him. With a sigh, he approached a lone traveler, a young man with earbuds dangling from his neck. "Excuse me," Swami said, his voice soft but steady. "Can you help me find my gate?" The man barely glanced up from his phone. "Sorry, in a rush." He brushed past, leaving Swami standing alone in the bright, cavernous hall. Others he approached offered similar dismissals, their hurried steps swallowing his pleas. The airport staff, too, seemed too engrossed in their tasks to notice him. For the first time in decades, Swami felt truly invisible. Then, a gentle tap on his shoulder broke his solitude. He turned to find a young woman with a warm smile standing before him. Her dark eyes sparkled with kindness. "Are you lost?" she asked timidly. "I could walk with you, or at least point you in the right direction." Swami's throat tightened with gratitude. "Thank you, child," he replied, his voice trembling slightly. "I need to find the check-in counter, but I'm afraid I'm quite disoriented." She nodded, peering up at the massive screen above. "May I see your ticket?" He handed it over, and after a moment, she pointed ahead. "Counter 17. It's just over there. Come, I'll take you." She reminded him of her grandfather, she admitted as they walked, his gentle demeanor, his quiet strength, though her grandfather had passed years ago at a far younger age. At Counter 17, a short line of travelers awaited their turn. Swami watched, wide-eyed, as the staff handled luggage with practiced precision, tagging bags, issuing boarding passes with an almost mechanical grace. His own bags, adorned with traditional Indian patterns, drew curious glances as he stepped forward. The young woman who'd guided him waved goodbye, and Swami offered a murmured blessing in return. 2 airline employees awaited him at the desk, a young woman with a clipboard and her older colleague, a stern man with graying hair. They weighed and tagged his bags efficiently, but when Swami slid his passport across the counter, their routine faltered. The document was a relic, suede-bound, its edges frayed and soft from age rather than overuse. It wasn't the wear of a frequent traveler, but the slow decay of time mirroring its owner. The young woman flipped it open, her brow furrowing. "Sir, is this accurate?" she asked, her tone hesitant. Her colleague leaned in, squinting at the faded text. "I've never seen a passport like this," he muttered. "The material, it's ancient. Are you sure this isn't a mistake?" Swami smiled serenely. "It's quite real, I assure you." Their eyes widened as they read the birth year, 1902. A quick calculation confirmed it. Swami Sananda was 123 years old. The older man shook his head, incredulous. "This can't be right," he said, reaching for a phone. "We need security to verify this." A uniformed officer arrived moments later, his expression skeptical. "Passport," he demanded curtly. Swami handed it over without protest, his calm unshaken. The officer scanned it with a handheld device, and the screen blinked green. Authentic. His jaw dropped. "It's real," he whispered, glancing at his colleagues. "He's 123. Whispers rippled through the staff like wind through a forest. The young woman clutched her clipboard tighter. "How is this possible?" she breathed. The older man, still frowning, motioned toward a side room. "Sir, please come with us." They ushered Swami into a quiet office, offering him a seat and a bottle of water. He sat gracefully, his posture unbowed by age, and sipped the water as they gathered around. "Tell us," the officer said, his tone softer now. "How have you lived so long?" Swami's eyes crinkled with a faint smile. "I was born in a small village in India," he began, his voice a steady thread weaving through the room. A place untouched by the rush of the world. I started yoga as a boy. Simple poses, quiet breathing. Over time, it became my life. It kept my body strong, my mind clear. I've seen wars, famines, joys, and losses, but I cared for my spirit as much as my flesh. That's all there is to it. The staff listened, rapt, as he spoke of a life rooted in discipline and peace. When he finished, the young woman's eyes shone with awe. "Thank you," she said. "That's incredible." They escorted him to his gate, their steps reverent, and bid him farewell as he boarded his flight to London. Word of the ageless yogi spread like wildfire through the terminal. Passengers whispered, craning their necks to catch a glimpse of him. "Is he really 123?" one asked. "How does he look so young?" another marveled. By the time Swami settled into his seat, the story had leapt beyond the airport, racing across social media and news outlets worldwide. On the plane, a fellow passenger, a middle-aged woman with a gentle curiosity, leaned toward him. "I heard about you," she said. "Is it true? You're 123? Swami chuckled, unperturbed. "Yes, it's true." "How do you do it?" she pressed. "You don't even look old." "Yoga," he replied simply. "Years of it. It keeps the body flexible, the mind sharp. I eat what nourishes me, move every day, and let peace guide me. I've never groaned waking up or lain in a hospital bed for long. It's no secret, just living well." She nodded, awestruck, and they fell into an easy conversation about travel and life. When the plane touched down at Heathrow, Swami disembarked with the same calm he'd carried through Kolkata. The crowded terminal parted around him, travelers whispering as they recognized the figure from the headlines. His story had preceded him, igniting wonder and inspiration in its wake. At 123, Swami Sananda was not just a survivor of time, but a testament to its possibilities. He stepped into London's grey light, his embroidered satchel swinging lightly, ready for whatever chapter lay ahead. For a man who'd lived over a century, there were still years to explore and lessons to share.